In this video, I'm going to show you a review of a recent consignment that I sent to Greg Morris Cards. So for Greg Morris Cards consigning, you need to send them a minimum of $5,000. Just like estimated what the cards will sell for. And keep in mind that when you send a consignment to Greg Morris Cards, they're going to go through the cards and they're going to pull out whatever it is that they don't want to list, whether it's in too low condition or it's just a certain kind of card that they don't list. And before you go to consign with Greg Morris, I would recommend just checking. They have some information about you can contact them and they'll send you a list of basically, here it tells you at least $5,000 minimum, but they'll send you a list of basically the years, certain cards that they consign that they will sell for you, and then other cards that they are not interested in. So, but usually when I send them a consignment, even if I do my best to send them only specifically the years and the conditions that they want, they're gonna pull out some cards that, you know, maybe they noticed something that I didn't see on the card, on the surface or something like that, or just for whatever reason, they'll just send some stuff back. And so when you're sending them 5,000, send them a little over that just to make sure they don't return your consignment. So with that, let's take a look at the some of the cards that I've sent them in my most recent. So this is from the consignment date, September. They gave it a date from, I guess this is the date that they receive it maybe, and oh, this is August 2, they received this consignment. So the most recent items I have are still at auction. This Dennis Rodman is supposed to end on the 30th, so about 5 days from now. But for the most part, this consignment is about like 99% finished. So I just wanted to look back and see what cards did well, what cards didn't do well, and talk a little bit about why I like using Greg Morris to consign. So usually, so what I like too with them is that you can log into your account here. This is my account. You can pull up the consignment and you can look at the cards, check the cards. You can click on the link and it'll take you to eBay, so you can keep an eye on the auction or whatever. So just scrolling through here, Hall of Fame rookie cards is something I send them a lot. Frank Thomas, Larry Walker, Ken Griffey. 86 Fleer is something that I've sent them a lot. Here's another, not a Hall of Famer, but Don Mattingly. Cards like this is most of what I send them. Tony Gwynn, Hall of Famer. So nothing is really jumping out at me up to this point. Here, this Willie Mays card I feel like did pretty well. Let's take a look at it. So 44, I guess it's pretty well centered, but $44 is what it sold for. And I have a spreadsheet where I can see what I spent for each card. I'm pretty sure I definitely spent less than half to get that card. I think I probably got that card on COMC. That's where I buy a lot of my cards for Greg Morris, is on COMC, and then based on whatever they do in a consignment, I'll decide if I want to buy more of that card for a future consignment, or maybe I don't want to buy that card again. So like this Deion Sanders card, for example, you know, maybe I sold one for a good price on Greg Morris previously, but in this case, I'm only netting 25 cents on this card, so it's definitely not worth it for me to purchase it and have it shipped home to me from ComC if I'm only going to clear 25 cents. So This is a card that I probably won't send again for the time being. Here, some cards I do get from eBay or other places or shows or whatever, but like for the most part, I try to build batch orders from ComC and have them shipped back, and that's how I, for the most part, get my Greg Morris cards. So this Nolan Ryan probably did like okay. It probably didn't do. I might have broken even or something like that on this card. I think I remember buying this card for around $30 or something. So nothing spectacular there. Now this one on the other hand, this Magic Johnson, I made a lot. I purchased a lot of these on eBay, and I think I wound up paying less than $10, definitely less than $10 for a lot. I got like 20 or something of these cards. I mentioned this in a previous video. So this one I got $33 for, and there were a few of these in this batch. So this one I got $36. I think one of them sold for like $80 or something. So definitely did really, really well, and I still have a half dozen or so of examples of that card from that lot. So I'll continue to send those. I'll send, a couple more of those in my next order. Let me see if I can find it. See if I can find the Magic Johnson. You can also sort by, I just have this sorted by most recently sold, but you can sort it by highest. You can sort it by highest price. So this one here actually sold for, so I cleared $83, but it actually sold for $110, which is a really, really great price for this card. So this card alone paid for the entire lot of these cards that I got on eBay. So it sold for $110, which is a really great price for this card. And this is why I consigned to Greg Morris. Now sometimes you might not get what you hope to get. So let me just go back to recently ended. So I kind of left off here just going through. So like these Griffey cards, I might not have gotten what I hoped to get on these. So X Mint, that's fine. It's not near mint or better, but still $3. I'm taking probably a small loss on these. This one, $1, whatever. So some cards you might not get amazing prices. This Hakeem is a pretty good price for this card. I probably paid like $2 or $3 for this card on ComC. This is like an okay price. These Murray cards are pretty low. I probably lost a little bit of money on these. But a card like this, Gary Carter here, for example, I definitely made a really solid. I probably paid like a couple bucks, a few bucks. So I sold it for at least 2 or 3 times what I paid for it. Or this is what I received. I received 2 or 3 times what I paid for it. So cards like this is why I send to Greg Morris. And you don't know which cards sometimes might do like really, really well, and then some cards might not do super well. But overall, when you factor in the cards that do like phenomenally well, they can help cover the ones that don't do so great. So I'm just looking through here, see what else we have. I probably won't send any more of these kind of leader cards or inaction cards. These cards just don't tend to do well. These are actually good cards to buy from ComC or something, or Greg Morris cards. So see, there's no names in the title, so like you could buy this card from Greg Morris for 79 cents, which is the opening bid, and then relist it and put, Hall of Famer, Tom Seaver, like whoever else is on the card in the title. Tom Seaver, HOF, whatever in the title, and you might sell it, for more than 79 cents. Let's see who else we have here. A Tommy John rookie, a Billy Williams rookie, So these prices are not great actually on these particular cards here. But this is pretty solid for a Barry Bonds tops, $5. I'm pretty happy with that. Ricky Henderson, 3rd-year card for $5. This is what I received is $5.87. It sold for $8.50. This is a card you can definitely get for less than $1.